How are you? Told you it was coming. Mr. WTF has now arisen. He's born. Today is going down. Now, who is Mr. WTF? To me, of course. What does Mr. WTF stand for? Whatever initials you want to put in there for WTF. Some of you going to say Mr. What the fuck. Some of y'all going to say, why this footage? Some of y'all going to say, why this face? It doesn't matter. Mr. WTF is now in the building, and he's coming to you on some shit that's going to really open your eyes to the world that we live in. Some of you are not going to agree with the things that I say. It might make you mad. Hopefully it makes you laugh. It makes you think. But either way it goes, it's going to make you do something. Today, I went on people watching, and I decided today's the first of the month. So what better place to start my day than at the welfare office? Now, there's some things that goes down in the welfare office that makes me wonder why the welfare office really doesn't shut down sometimes. Like today, I noticed a lot of people doing a lot of things that made me curious as to why the welfare office is what it is. For instance, I seen a guy today walk in the welfare office, nothing short of 7 feet tall. He was applying for welfare. Now, I'm only 5'9", so I know there's some things that I can't do that 7-footers should be able to do. For instance, you're 7 feet tall. You should be playing in the NBA. You should be an athlete of some sort. He looked like he was pretty young too, but my thing is, don't go looking for welfare. The Cleveland Cavaliers need a big man. There's a lot of NBA teams that are struggling right now because they don't have 7-footers. So don't go apply for welfare. Go apply for the NBA. That's where you belong, sir. So don't let me see you in the welfare office again. Now, there was another thing that kind of shocked me today. I seen a couple, family. There was like a family of 5 walk in the door. Dude comes in. He's got on a nice old Pelly leather coat. He's got gold teeth in his mouth and has stunner shades. Not cool. It shows that you need to be on welfare, but it's not cool when your baby's mom has the 3 children. She's got 1 in each hand and 1 hanging from her leg. You didn't want to pick up 1 child? What was you trying to do? You too cool to pick up your son? Welfare office drama. I saw some other things too. I saw a lot of people doing a lot of stunting in there. I feel like if you go into the welfare office, you should show that you need welfare. It's a place of assistance. It's a place to get help. If you're walking in there and you got an iPhone, iPad, a Droid, the newest J's, you don't need welfare. You need to prioritize, really. Couple questions came up in mind. I seen a guy pull up in a nice 2011 Jaguar up to the welfare office. Yeah, let that marinate for 1 second. 2011, 2010 Jaguar, welfare office. Now, either you're coming up there because you're a complete asshole and you just want to show your car off to the unfortunate, or your priorities are a little WTF. Exactly. I saw a girl in there that looked like she was done with the corner. She was done prostituting, but she was still looking for a pimp. And that brings me to another thing. Like, how come pimps don't really hang out at the welfare office? You always looking for a new hire, I'm sure. You always looking for some new booty, and there does be new booty at the welfare office. So while you off in these schools where women are trying to actually get an education, why don't you go to the welfare office where you can help somebody and they can help themselves? It's welfare. It's assistance, right? Exactly. There's a lot of crazy stuff that went on in the welfare office. The first of the month, you know it's going to get hostile. some of these law enforcement officers that I've seen in there today didn't look like they could control a riot in the case somebody got denied some stamps. If you are working law enforcement and you're out of shape and you're scared of people, you shouldn't be at those hostile places. Stay away from welfare offices, nightclubs, church services even, because you never know. Law enforcement, if you're out of shape, stay away from these hostile places. It could get all bad for you. Call backup immediately if you see some shit about to go down. What else did we see today? We saw some real atrocious stuff. I saw a guy dressed up in a tuxedo. The welfare office. Bro, you don't look like you need help with your financial status. What you do need help with is knowing where you're going, dressed the way you are. I didn't know if he was going to get married or if he had just missed prom or what have you. But you don't walk up in the welfare office with a tuxedo. You bring attention to yourself. And that's not what you want. You want to be discreet. Speaking of discreet, welfare office workers give no fucks. And let me repeat that. They give no fucks about being discreet. They will yell your name out multiple times. And you don't want to be that person that's getting your name called 3 or 4 times and then you finally stand up. Because now you've lost all your awkward points. You're looking really stupid and you want to be quiet about it. You want to be discreet. But when you hear your name, pop up and walk expeditiously or expeditiously. I'm sorry, bad word. Expeditiously. And get in there and handle your business. Because that's an embarrassing place to be. It is. For a lot of people. And it was crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't care. I give no fucks either. Don't get mad at your situation when you're in the welfare office. If you don't qualify, take that as a good thing. But the welfare office is crazy. I noticed a lot of things today that just sparked confusion, but it had to be spoken about. It really had to be spoken about. One more thing. There was one more thing. Yeah, here it is. There were people in the welfare office that were asking the welfare office if they were hiring. Thought that was brilliant. Because one thing the welfare office isn't going to do is let people know when there's job openings at the welfare office. Why? Job security. They don't want you taking their job. But there's always something to do at the welfare office. That's a place of assistance. You could be helping somebody do something at the welfare office. And I thought that was smart because I've seen a lot of welfare office workers actually lying to people, saying that they weren't. But they're what? If a riot jump out, you're going to want somebody to help you then. Give them a job. That's all I got for now, people. Mr.WTF hitting you up. YouTube television. Tavon, the great YouTube page. Check him out. Heard he's a pretty good guy when it comes to that comedian stuff. And one last thing. One thing that you don't do to anybody in the welfare office. You don't ask them for money. Nobody has $5 in the welfare office. Wait till they get qualified for their stamps. And then ask if you could borrow their EBT card.
On the first, wake up, wake up, wake up, it's wake up, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up,